What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today I am back to finish what I started. You see, the other day I showed you this anniversary guide. The third anniversary guide. I told you it looked awesome, I told you I was hyped, I told you that there were going to be promo cards, and I told you that I've pre-ordered this book even though I don't know what the promo cards are. Partly because I kind of assumed they'd be cool, and also partly because, and I cannot stress this enough, these anniversary guides, if you're a fan of the One Piece card game, are genuinely, legitimately amazing, and I cannot recommend them highly enough, even if you don't read Japanese. Although if you do, they become even better. But I also told you I didn't know what the promos were. I'm sorry, but as soon as I did know, I'd come back and tell you. Well, I do know, so I'm back to tell you. We got ourselves Nami, and we got ourselves Franky. So let's start off with Nami. Now, this is a reprint of the one from EB02, and I like this. I told you they were likely to be reprints, although the first anniversary did have that Kaido that wasn't a reprint. But I told you they were likely to be reprints, because actually putting mechanically unique exclusive promos in books like this isn't always the best idea. And also, even though they did it for the Kaido in the first one, they then stopped. And they were all reprints last year. Well, that's the case here. They have gone full reprint. I am a fan of going full reprint. And this is the Nami from EB02. And it's a really nice card. Like, it's a green straw hat pirate. And it is what I generally tend to term your generic searcher. On play, you look at the top 5 cards of your deck, find a Straw Hat crew other than Nami, put it in your hand, put the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. It's fine. But remember, we have like a really, really, really good green Straw Hat pirate deck from EB02. So maybe this could be useful. It's a straight reprint of the one from EB02. Remember, we did have the really, really nice alternate art in EB02. So now we've basically got a bunch of different options. But this, of course, I mean, look, have a look at the top right-hand corner of the card. There's no artist credit. And as I've told you guys many times before, what that means is it's Oda artwork. If it doesn't have an artist credit in the top right-hand corner, that means it is just straight Oda artwork. And it is absolutely beautiful. As you would expect, it's Oda artwork. So this is cool. Love this one. Big fan. I would be rushing to pre-order this book, except I pre-ordered it like the second I saw it available for pre-order, because even if there were no promos, I would want it, but I kind of figured the promos would be awesome. Love this one. What about the Franky? Well, Franky comes along here as well, and it is another straight reprint. It is a reprint of the Franky that came around in OP07. Although, just as a side note here, don't like this card as much, artistically. I really like the Nami, but that's like a scene from One Piece that makes me happy on my insides. This looks more just like a character profile introduction. It's still cool, it's still Oda artwork. Again, no artist credit in the top right-hand corner. But I don't think it's quite on the same level. I'm sorry if that makes me sound mean. But this is a very nice card regardless, and this also had an alternate art when it was initially released in OP07, and it's the one whereby, as a trigger, draw a card, and then if you've got 1 or less life, you play this card. Okay. It's a cool little card, and remember, Egghead is about to get a bunch better, because firstly, we've got the Egghead Bonnie leader in OP13, and secondly, we know Starter Deck 29 is going to be a Straw Hat yellow Egghead deck. So this is another one of those where I look at it and I go, well, I don't think we should really judge it yet, because we haven't seen all of OP13, and also Starter Deck 29 is going to be like exactly for stuff like this, so I'm a wait and see. I do think the Nami one, though, is absolutely phenomenal. I adore the artwork on that one. I love that they make the anniversary guide. It makes me super happy. But I also love that they keep giving us these promos. It's awesome. And as a side note, highly recommend the anniversary guide. I might have said that already, but let me say it again. It is not, however, the only magazine, book, reading thing, promo, phrase it how you will, that we are going to be getting here. We're also getting a Luffy promo. Now, this is coming out in the upcoming issue of V Jump, which is releasing on the 21st of August. And they've actually shown us the cover as well, which makes my job an awful lot easier. And you may notice there's something else down there at the bottom of the screen. We'll get to that in a moment. As for the Luffy, we've got a free cost 2,000 power, counter plus 1,000 green, and it is both Supernova and Straw Hat Pirates. Very useful. And we've got blocker, and on KO set 2 of your Don to active. Again, I'm always willing to be corrected in the comment section if you've seen something I haven't, or if you think I'm misjudging something. But this seems like really good, right? Like, as a blocker, it's fine. It's a free cost 2k blocker, little bit underpowered. But you get 2 of your Don back when it gets KO'd, which it will because it's a blocker. Now, admittedly, playing this on like your free Don turn could feel like not great value. But in the end, you're essentially paying 1 Don for a 2k blocker. I like this. I like this very much indeed. Plus it's green Supernova and Straw Hat, so it will fit into all of those decks. I think there's a little bit of potential here. There is also an argument where we can look at this and go, well, no. Yeah, you get the Don back, but it's not worth it throwing the free Don out initially. Fair. But I think there's really something here. Remember what I always tell you, magazine promos do always match, well, almost always, match an upcoming leader or a leader from the new set. This is very clearly designed for the red-green Luffy, which is in OP13, which is a Supernova Straw Hat. And remember, that is the one that's got the Don X1 when your opponent attacks. As long as you've got 5 or fewer active Don, then you can rest as many of your Don as you like to give your leader or your Straw Hat character an extra 2k bump for the battle. Basically, it turns all of your Don into just counter plus 2k, as long as you've got 5 or fewer open. So not only do we have a blocker that fits neatly into this Luffy deck, but it can also be bumped up by the Luffy leader. Yeah. This is a very good card. Now, I know I literally said like 3 minutes ago, I'm not a fan of having good, mechanically unique cards included as magazine promos. Well, unfortunately, regular magazine promos are usually exclusive. They have reprints occasionally, but they're usually brand new cards. And sometimes they do actually end up being legitimately good. This one does seem like it could be good. Also very much worth bearing in mind, although we get the regular cards on the right timescale, when it comes to promos, we tend to get them comparatively later than Japan. So although Japan is going to have this Luffy ready for OP13, the overwhelming likelihood is that we won't have this in time for OP13. You have been warned. Now, what's going on with the other cards at the bottom here? We've got a mail away promo. Now, the way this tends to work, according to my friends in Japan, shout out to Lotta who helped me get the last one of these, and I'm hoping, if I ask her very nicely, will help me get this one as well. The way it basically works is that you buy the magazine, you get a code in the magazine, you go onto the website, you pay like 600 yen, it literally says 600 yen on the front of the magazine there, and then you have to have a Japanese address, and then they will send the pack to your Japanese address, and you're a happy person. So basically, when you buy this issue of V Jump, not only do you get the Luffy promo, which is very cool, but you also get the opportunity to join in this mail away. The mail away generally takes quite a while to actually get to you. I believe it is essentially made to order, not super limited or lottery. They don't tend to be, although I believe it is kind of one per address kind of thing. But still, it makes it a little bit easier to get hold of for genuine fans who just want the card. They're awesome. And there's a Perona. It is a reprint of the Perona from OP09. And that is why I'll be sending my friend in Japan a message in a moment. asking if she would very kindly put this in her diary, pick this up when it comes out, and enter the mail away on my behalf. Luckily, she's not a One Piece TCG fan. That makes it easier with the whole one per address thing. So we've got the Perona here from OP09, and it is a straight reprint. It's just awesome. And this is the one that I don't like the alternate art despite being a big Perona fan. So this is a much better alternate art. I really like the art on this one. It's a one cost 2k, counter plus 2,000. And on play, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, find a Dracula, Mihawk or Thriller Bark Pirates, add it to your hand. A generic searcher, but for Thriller Bark or Mihawk. Speaking of yellow egghead straw hats as we were a moment ago, we've got ourselves a Zoro here, and this is a reprint of the Zoro from OP07. No, I don't think it's a coincidence that we're suddenly getting reprint of a bunch of yellow egghead straw hats with starter deck 29 on the horizon. I think that's probably about right. This one never had an alternate art in OP07, but this is the one where we've got a trigger. If your leader is egghead, rest one of your opponent's leader or character cards. Rest anything as a trigger. That, ladies and gentlemen, not too shabby. And then to go along with the Perona, we've got the Mihawk, but it's actually the really good Mihawk from starter deck 12. Remember, this was a designated super rare in OP12, also had wonderful artwork, but being a starter deck card, obviously it didn't have an alternate art. And this is the one that's got counter plus 2k, and on play, if you've got 2 or fewer characters, then play a Muggy Kingdom or Slash attribute character with a cost of 4 or less other than Mihawk from your hand rested. Yeah, I kind of love that 2 of the promos are Perona and Mihawk. They go together very nicely as a pair. So there we go, lots of fun stuff happening. We've finally seen the promos for the anniversary guide, and they're wonderful. We've got a new Luffy coming with V Jump. And oh yeah, that same issue of V Jump is also going to give you some promos. This looks awesome. Oh, and if anybody's wondering, obviously, I have still pre-ordered a V Jump for myself. Got to have that Luffy promo. So there we go. That's what you need to know, ladies and gentlemen. And now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about all of these cards in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at @TheWasi. That's where we talk about One Piece and a bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.